This problem is really frustrating because a long time ago you learned what was a method called logarithmic differentiation, and it told you how to take the derivative of some function like x to the x. We know how to take the derivative of something like x cubed, and we know how to take the derivative of something like 2 to the x. But we don't know how to take the derivative of something like x to the x, or we did way back in Calc 1, and it was a really long, arduous method for figuring that out. Unfortunately, you probably forgot all that from Calc 1, so I don't blame you if you don't recognize this form. It just turns out that the derivative of x to the x is x to the x times 1 plus ln of x. I wouldn't really worry too much about knowing how to do logarithmic differentiation, but I would memorize these couple of integrals just in case something like this shows up on an exam. So these two integrals are pretty simple. If we have x to the x, the integral's result will be x to the x, and if you have those 1 plus ln of x, x to the negative x, your answer will be negative x to the negative x. So looking at this integral, I have 2 times 1 plus ln of x, x to the x. That will give me 2 times x to the x. Don't forget I have bounds here, so I'm going to evaluate this from 1 to 2. When I plug in 2, I get 2 times 2 squared minus 2 times 1 to the 1. 2 squared is 4, times 2 is 8, 1 to the 1 is 1, times 2 is 2, so I get 8 minus 2, which is 6.